You have no idea how serious this is. If you ignore this message now, you may be closing the door to the greatest miracle that I've already sent your way. Something is happening in the unseen, something that has already been released from heaven, but it depends on how quickly you respond. Do not delay this moment. Don't let your thoughts wander. Don't let anything pull you away from this moment. I am calling you urgently, and if you stay with me until the end, you will understand why this word cannot be heard halfway. Pay close attention to every detail, as if your life is being rewritten right now, because it is. Have you noticed how the atmosphere around you has felt heavier lately? The days feel longer in silence, like time itself is testing you, as if something is watching while you care for everyone else. But almost no one sees that you, too, need care. There is an invisible battle being fought behind what seems like ordinary days. While you worry about the person who isn't improving, the relationship that's falling apart, with a problem that always resurfaces when you think you'll finally get a break. You've been praying for a way out, trying to stay strong, but deep down, you feel that something is about to break. And that's exactly why I've brought you here today. You need to understand that the miracle you've been waiting for is already on its way. It's no longer just a promise. It's been released. But there's one thing your heart must understand. If you don't open your eyes now, if you don't align yourself with what I am showing you right at this moment, it will pass you by without you even realizing. Not because I don't want to give it to you, but because your focus is being pulled away by distractions. The blessing is already descending, but there is a blockage in your faith, and that's why I speak to you so urgently. I'm not asking for something small. I'm calling you to make an urgent change, because the time is now. You live in a world where so many things demand your attention: news, worries, unexpected sickness, that uncertain diagnosis you received, and people around you who need more than you have to give. Yet, you keep trying to hold it all together, protecting your loved ones. Trying to be a refuge when you don't even know where to seek shelter. I see you, and I don't just look. I've entered time itself to move the pieces you can't reach. But for this to happen, I need your trust, for you to stay here and absorb everything until the end. I am revealing something you need to hear with all your heart, without rushing or distractions. This isn't just any video. This isn't just an ordinary word. This is a turning point. It's as if heaven has paused just for you right now. And if you truly believe, if you can disconnect from your worries for just a moment and focus on what I am showing you, the healing that once seemed far away will begin to touch you. The answer you thought was impossible is already making its way to you, through a path you didn't expect. Liberation is prepared, and honor is being restored where there was once shame. But there is a quiet enemy right now, trying to pull your spirit away. You want to leave before I finish speaking. Don't allow it. There is something hidden in every word I'm sharing now. It's far greater than you realize. Do you remember how many times you tried on your own and failed? Think of how many things you put off, how many sleepless nights you had because of that sick family member, how many tough talks with your children where they didn't understand what you were doing for them. I was there in each of those moments, and in every one, you were not without my gaze. But the reason this message comes to you today with such urgency is because the time for restoration is close. Not just any restoration, but one where even the most painful memories will lose their hold over you. I ask you now to take me seriously. Maybe you've heard inspiring words before, and maybe they moved you. But what I'm telling you now is not just a message, it is a call from heaven. The time you are living in can no longer afford spiritual delays. If you doubt, the doors remain open, but the moments that matter may move to someone else. I don't want you to miss out on what I have prepared for you, not after everything you've gone through, not after carrying so much in silence. That's why you need to listen closely to what is being revealed to you. There is a clear difference between those who hear and those who truly receive. And those who stay until the end are the ones who will witness the glory that others, distracted by the noise, will never see. You are just one step away from change, and that's why voices of opposition are growing louder around you. People who doubt your steps, who belittle your confidence, who mock your spiritual choices. Don't take this as a coincidence. This is resistance. Something incredibly valuable is about to come into your life, and that's why the enemy is trying to push you out of your place of waiting. But I have already set things in order. Nothing can stop what I have planned for you. All I ask is that you stay still. Please keep listening, because right now, the details that complete this promise are being spoken to you. Do not waste this moment for anything. Keys are turning in the unseen. Doors are opening that no one can see. And the full revelation will come at the end of this message. This moment is one that changes entire yours. What I am about to do in you will not only affect your life, but it will impact the lives of your descendants. It will reach those you don't even know how to help. It will break chains of illness. It will stop the cycles of pain that have repeated through your family. The things that have been passed down from generation to generation will be broken by your persistence today. The curse is canceled. The affliction no longer holds power. But my work cannot be completed unless you are paying attention to every sign of it. Don't let distractions pull you away. Everything you need is right here. Every prayer you thought went unanswered is now being answered, not with distant promises, but with real actions that are already in motion. There is no mistake in the time you've been given to live. Even though everything may feel unclear, even though your plans have been interrupted and you thought you had failed, I have been there all along. The reason you are here today, hearing this, is because the waiting period is turning into a time of harvest. But for that to happen, you must activate your faith in a way you haven't before. Mechanical prayers and half-hearted belief are no longer enough. What is needed now is complete surrender, full attention, and a heart that is open and undivided. Those who believe halfway will only receive small portions, but those who surrender completely will receive a cup that overflows. That is why I ask you to stay until the end. Listen to each word as if you are hearing the Father guiding the steps of His Son. Do you understand how much you have endured? Do you remember the times you held back tears in the quiet of your room? The times you hid your pain behind a smile to protect your loved ones from worry? I have seen every action, and that is why I chose to intervene. Miracles are coming in the form of reunions. Promises are being fulfilled in places you never imagined. And through every part of this message, the path you need to follow is being shown. Keep paying attention. Do not lose focus, not even for a moment. If this message touches your spirit, speak it out loud. Write a comment that shows your surrender. Your words make things happen. Like, subscribe, and share, so the wind of healing that has reached you can also reach those who need it most. This message is not just for you. You are the chosen one to bring this movement into homes that are on the edge of falling apart. By sharing this, you are not simply sharing a video, but you are planting healing, answers, and insight. Every person who hears it will be moved by what lies beneath the surface. Don't take lightly what is happening right now. You thought this was just another video, but I brought you here to mark the beginning of change. Those who stay until the end will hear the revelation that changes everything. You may not see it yet, but the heavens themselves are watching right now, paying attention to what you decide with both your mind and your heart. There is something set in your favor, so close and so carefully placed in front of you, that any sign of giving up could delay it all. And even though the days seem to drag on and the silences feel louder than words, I am whispering guidance through the noise of your daily life. There is a battle hidden in the details that no one else sees. They see your actions, they hear your words, but they don't notice the constant effort it takes for you to keep going. Those on the outside can't understand what it takes to maintain a home, to care for your loved ones, to carry inner pain while wearing a smile. But I see, and I understand the weight of every choice made in the privacy of your heart, every sacrifice no one else noticed but was made out of love. That's why when I say a miracle is on its way, I say it with certainty, knowing that heaven has already begun to move and what seems stuck on earth has already been set in motion above. All you need to do is align your spirit with what the Father has already released. The issue is that many people miss their blessings because they focus too much on what hasn't yet appeared. They forget that the invisible moves first, and faith doesn't require explanations. It requires positioning. Even when new challenges arise, you stay standing. That is not just human strength. It is divine protection. If it were all up to circumstances, you would have given up long ago. But what keeps you going, even when there is no visible proof, is the breath of hope that I continue to renew within you. And that is exactly what has unsettled the enemy, your unshakable trust. Remember that situation you thought was hopeless, that diagnosis that stopped you in your tracks, that family struggle you thought would never end, that wrong choice from the past that you thought would define you. I am the God who changes situations, who restores what was broken, and who creates paths where there seemed to be none. What has brought you here was not the strength of your arguments, but the strength of my mercy. It never fails, it is never delayed, and it always acts. Right now, something is stirring inside you. Maybe it's the sense that the time has finally come. Perhaps it's a quiet warmth filling your heart for no clear reason. That's me, reaching you from within, reigniting what once felt cold. It's my voice sweeping away the ashes of doubt and reigniting the flame of your faith. Don't ignore this. Stay with me until the end. Don't waste a moment, because I don't speak without purpose. There's a weight from your past that still lingers inside you, even though no one speaks of it. You know how it holds you back. But I tell you, I don't build from your past, I move with purpose. When I decide to use someone, I don't focus on their mistakes. I look at the willingness of their heart, and your heart, though tired, remains willing. That willingness is what draws the miracle toward you, not your actions, but who you are to me. Stay, hold on, remain attentive as someone waiting for a promise that is about to come true. Don't let the voices of doubt, mockery, or distractions pull you away from this place. For those who stay, for those who surrender without holding back, the full measure of what I've prepared will be revealed. That old dream you kept hidden out of fear of failing again, today I am bringing it back to life. And no, it has not come too late. Age, human limits, medical reports, none of that limits my power. I am not controlled by statistics or possibilities. I work in what others call impossible, and what many consider unlikely is the perfect foundation for me. That's why this message comes to you with such strength. It doesn't just comfort, it awakens and moves you. If your heart is opening up and something inside you is stirring as you read, write this in the comments. I choose to trust in what God promised. It's not just a saying, it's a spiritual declaration. Every declaration of faith creates room for the supernatural. Place your path in the hands of the Lord. Trust Him, and He will handle the rest. This word is alive, reaching parts of you that you may not have even realized needed healing. You spent so much time asking why that you forgot to seek the purpose behind it all. I never allowed pain without a purpose. Even the moments that caused you hurt have been part of your preparation. You were in punishment, it was shaping. It wasn't abandonment, it was building. Now you are ready to receive what only those who have walked through the desert can achieve. That's why you can't turn back now. Even if no one else sees it, I still see your potential because I have never stopped believing in you. If you stay focused, I will show you the truth in every small detail. I am arranging connections, opening paths, restoring broken relationships, bringing healing to your body and peace to your soul. But there's one condition you must follow. Don't interrupt your listening. There is a specific moment when the key will turn, and that moment is very close. There is someone you mention to me daily, someone who needs deliverance, healing, or clarity. I know that person's name. Your prayer has not been forgotten. Your cry has pushed things into motion, and what is beginning to unfold now is the result. That person will be touched, not by your constant effort, but by the spiritual faith you have put into action. And when you least expect it, change will start to happen in your home. You wonder if there is still time. I answer you, time does not control the promise. The promise controls time. I have already entered your time, and I am speeding up processes that seem frozen for years. I am moving people, removing barriers, and opening doors. The best part is, none of this requires you to prove anything to anyone. It is God who works, not you. I know there are times when discouragement comes disguised as routine. You carry on with tasks, solve unexpected problems, even put on a smile for others, while inside, it feels like the flame is fading. This is exactly why this message is reaching you now, before your faith begins to fade. I am breathing new life into your soul. I have not forgotten you. I have urgently remembered you and chosen you to be a living example of what I can do. Don't compare yourself to others. I have called you to a special, unique path. And no opinion from the outside can change what was written about you in the heavens. I do not follow human decisions. I fulfill divine promises. What has been set from the very beginning is now starting to come to life. Even when the situation seems to say no, my yes still stands. That is why you are here, paying attention to every word. Many things you don't understand right now will start to make sense after hearing this. When I speak, I reveal. When I reveal, I guide. And when I guide, no one will go astray. Even though it may seem confusing now, I already hold the full plan. I need you to trust in every step, even the small ones that may seem insignificant, because great things come from simple acts of faith and obedience. You've already taken the first step just by staying here. Do you remember the day when everything seemed to fall apart, and you thought it was the end? That was actually the start of something much greater that you couldn't yet see. I built on what was broken, I wrote on the pages that were torn, and I gave life where others had already said there was none. Now, I am reorganizing what's inside you so that nothing from the outside will destroy what God has already shaped in you. There are angels around you right now. Even if you can't see them, they are working, protecting your home, touching those who need healing, and guarding your loved ones. All of this is the result of the faith you've held on to, the quiet prayer between your daily tasks, the soft praise so no one would hear. I have heard every sound, received every request, and now I am responding with deliverance that you might not yet see. It's time to believe with renewed strength, to stand as one who has already received, even though it isn't visible yet. True faith doesn't wait for signs, it moves based on conviction, and that conviction has already been placed in your heart. She will support you through the difficult days. She will quiet the voices that contradict and keep the promise alive when everything feels uncertain. I am light, and where I am, darkness cannot remain. If you feel something different now, it is not an illusion or just an emotion. It is my presence, my touch, and my confirmation. The more you immerse yourself in this word, the more revelation I will pour into you. Your spirit aligns with mine, and what once seemed unclear will start to make sense. I am the one who brings understanding and gives clarity to decisions you've put off. The new phase in your life won't be a repeat of the past. It will be a revolution. I do not recycle pain. I renew purpose. What's coming is not just a fresh start, but a full restoration, something new and whole that will even surprise you. But only those who stay until the end of the revelation will experience it. That is why you must keep going. Every second is releasing more. What is coming will not happen by chance. It has been carefully planned long before you even noticed. I was in every little detail that seemed insignificant, in every action that went unappreciated, because all of these moments were shaping your journey for the exact moment when everything would come together. Do not fear the remnants of your past. In my work, they become the foundation. Do not stop because of what you used to be. What I can do now is far greater than your past mistakes. Stay strong. Hold on to the hope that I have placed in you. Stay awake, as one who watches a promise that is about to be fulfilled. Do not let the voices of doubt, mockery, or distractions move you from where you stand. For those who stay, those who surrender completely, will witness the full manifestation of what has already been set up for them. You have come this far carrying much more than words. You carry scars, difficult decisions, and wounds that few understand, but I know each of them deeply. A new spiritual atmosphere is being created around you. Something new is beginning to grow within you. And even though the outside world may not show visible changes yet, inside, transformation is already taking place. This is how the most powerful miracles begin: quietly, gently, and deeply personal. I don't make noise that fades quickly. I plant roots that grow deep, and what I am building in you now is a strong foundation, able to withstand storms and not be shaken by instability. You have always cared for others. You have been a support, a refuge, and a pillar, even when you silently cried out for help yourself. You chose to stay silent to keep others from worrying. That quiet dedication didn't go unnoticed. It was recorded in heaven as a symbol of love and a faith tested more by actions than words. Now it's time for me to repay every act of care with freedom and restoration. While you spent sleepless nights and faced endless worries, I was working in the unseen, arranging what no one could see. In that unexpected doctor's visit, in the bill that arrived before your paycheck, in the stressful phone call that shook you. I wasn't there to cause suffering, but to keep you steady, because some miracles only come under pressure. And you endured the process, the perfect timing to receive what others may have thought was impossible for you. The promises didn't fade away. They have been ripening for their appointed time. There are blessings that cannot come too early, so they aren't ruined by impatience. I know you well enough to know the exact moment to release what I've prepared. And that moment is now. The season of your harvest starts today. It doesn't matter who doubted you or what others have said. What is coming depends not on human approval, but on the connection between me and you. Even though pain may have tried to quiet your confidence, you never gave up on hope. Perhaps you prayed quietly, with a heavy heart and few words, but you kept believing. That persistence, that small thread of faith you held onto, was enough to keep the promise alive. I do not ask for perfect prayers. I value sincerity. Your honesty reached heaven, moved my heart, and now it is opening spiritual doors over your life. There are people you pray for every day, those you care for deeply, sometimes more than for yourself. I tell you now, none of those prayers have been lost. Every plea, every sigh of hope I have collected. Today, I am sending angels to places you cannot go. I bring peace to restless hearts. I give guidance to those who are lost, because your prayers have power in the spiritual world. They move situations and change lives. If this word touches you in a special way, write it in the comments. God is working beyond what I can see. It won't just be a simple phrase. It will be a prophetic act, a declaration that you understand the miracle has already begun. The things that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and what hasn't even entered the human mind, are what God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. Take this truth with faith. You are being shaped by something bigger than your fears. You are being prepared to experience a victory that will not just be yours, but will affect the lives of those around you. Because when I bless, I expand, and your blessing will not be small. It will reach generations and break barriers that once seemed impossible. My promise for your home is complete. I do not work halfway. I finish what I start. You may not realize it today, but miracles are already happening behind the scenes of your life. While it may seem like nothing has changed, the spiritual environment around you is shifting. I am removing people who were blocking your progress. I am healing old wounds. I am sharpening your sensitivity so you can begin to feel my presence in even the smallest things. I never stopped speaking to you. It was just that the noise around you made it hard to hear. The struggles you faced were not pointless. They taught you lessons that no human could explain. They made you stronger, more understanding, and more capable. And now, with its stronger heart, I can trust you with promises that require maturity. You are not here by accident. Time, the process, and faith have brought you to this moment. It is something of great value that should not be overlooked. Even in the everyday choices you thought went unnoticed, I was there. I kept you safe from decisions you didn't even see coming. I guided you away from paths that seemed safe but would have taken you away from your true destiny. Even when everything appeared to be stuck, I was moving everything into place. What you saw as a delay was not neglect. It was careful attention. Because those who love do not give just anything in any way. You may have thought I had forgotten about you, but I was actually protecting you for a time. Some blessings require preparation, and some promises are only fulfilled when the time is right. What you've been through up until now is proof that you are ready to receive what I have for you. Do not fear what is coming, nor doubt what is about to unfold, because I am the same one who promised and the same one who delivers. I have already set everything in motion for your good. When everything seems pointless, remember this: nothing was left incomplete. Every wound had a reason, every silence had a purpose. Every word in this message is bringing your understanding into line with my plan. Don't let anything distract you. What is being revealed here is important. It is the answer, the way forward. Those who stay until the end will see with their own eyes what their heart has already begun to sense. Hold on to hope. Stay watchful like one who guards a promise that is about to come true. Because those who endure to the end will see what has already started in the unseen world come to life. You have faced opposition, and that is to be expected when something great is on the way. Don't let this confuse you. The bigger the mission, the stronger the resistance. But your victory is already written, and no voice can undo what I have declared. The enemy may try to fill your mind with doubts, but my voice will always be louder. In this moment, I am speaking clearly to your heart, leaving no room for anything except the strength of your faith. Lift your eyes, breathe deeply, and believe again. You were not meant just to survive. You were meant to overcome, with purpose and meaning, the tears you held back, the dreams you set aside. All the hopes you placed on hold are being revived, because the season of fulfillment has arrived. The time has come for you to see with your own eyes what you kept alive through faith. The faith you held on to, even when you felt weak, is being honored now. I am faithful. Something is coming your way, bringing exactly what you need. You won't need to chase it down. I will deliver it to you. The right connection, the answer you've been searching for, the healing that seemed so far off, the peace you thought you lost, all of this is coming to you with precision. When I decide to act, I make no mistakes, and no door will remain shut that can stop my plan. The suffering you endured will not go to waste. It will become the foundation for something greater. It will be a testimony, a guiding light for others on a similar journey. What you went through wasn't just for you. It was preparation so that when I lift you up, you can help others who face the same struggles. Stop wondering if you deserve it or not. I don't bless based on merit. I bless because of my love.